We did my show called Thursday Night Sideboard. And what does that mean? That means we're going to be talking about things like Magic the Gathering, trading card game. I've been playing this game for better side of 20 years. Since I was about 12, 13, picked the game up and never really put it back down. There have been times where I just got too busy for Magic and had to set it aside for a little bit, but I always ended up picking it back up. Anyhow, a friend of mine gave me this card here, out of his Secret Lair stash, which he kind of like gave the whole play group each a set of team buildable cards, and I kind of got this guy. So his card is red, white, and blue. Um, he's a 4/4 legendary creature, human soldier. It's a Street Fighter themed build, so it's pretty cool. Um, Whenever Guile, Sonic Soldier, enters the battlefield or attacks, put a charge counter on him or remove one from him. When you remove a counter this way, choose one. Sonic Boom. Guile, Sonic Soldier deals 4 damage to any target. Flash Kick. Guile, Sonic Soldier gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. So those are his 2 abilities. It's a pretty sweet card. I mean, it looks like Guile from Street Fighter. So Secret Lair. Princess, could you please not? Could you not do that? We can hear that over here. My dog is over there licking. She's got bones. She's got chewies, but she still chooses to lick. I don't know what else to do for her. So this is the card that we're working with. The theory of play that I'm going to go with is putting counters on him and finding a way to double those counters. Now, the one way I know how to double or add to those counters is with the ability called uh, is all this stuff. Oh shit, Jake's not feeling well. Sorry, Jake. That's cool. Life happens. Things happen. Jake just checked in. I invited some people to come hang out with me while I was doing this. Nobody has to come in and hang out, but I just figured, we'll get through some stuff. So I'm just looking for cards that are going to help this deck do what this deck is supposed to do. So with this guy, I mean, him himself is the commander, what we're looking for, and then we're looking for something else to go in the deck to help with the deck. So something like, let's see what Blessed Hippogriff has. Whenever it attacks, target attacking creature without flying gains flying. It has an adventure. Target creature gains indestructible until end of turn. So that's kind of cool. Its adventures for 1. We'll put it in a maybe pile. So we're going to have a maybe pile, a no pile, and a must-have pile. How about that? Whenever you cast an adventure spell or dragon spell, this dragon deals damage equal to that spell's mana value to any target that isn't a commander. That's interesting. So once again, we'll put that one in the maybe pile. So we're going with red, white, and blue as our colors. Equipped creature has flying and haste. That can go in the maybe pile. Trying to figure out how to get it so you guys can see what we're reading. I can see what we're reading. Enters the battlefield, you may return another permanent you control to its owner's hand. I kind of like this. This is going to have to go in the yes pile. Okay, the return to the hand thing is going to be good in the future, and you'll see why. Okay, so exile target artifact or enchantment for the adventure, and as long as it's your turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt to it. So I can attack, and it's basically indestructible, and it doesn't tap. And yeah, we'll put it in. Yeah, it's a spendy card, but we'll see what we can do with it. It's an artifact. Untap another target artifact. Target creature can't be blocked this turn or its abilities. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Here's an artifact construct. Costs 2 to cast. It's a 2/2. It's called Marching Drone. When it attacks, each player creates a treasure token. In the maybe pile. Ooh, we got some a shake 'em up card. Roll a d20. 1 through 9. Create 2 soldier creature tokens. 10 through 19, create 2 white knights. 20, create 3 white knights. That's in the maybe pile. I'm not, that doesn't really sit on what I'm looking for. Yeah, Arcane Encyclopedia. Yeah, pay 3, draw a card. I can live that late game. That's commander creatures you own have whenever this creature attacks a player. If no opponent has more life than that player, for each opponent, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token that's tapped and attacking that player. That's fun. That's a fun card. Lands, we'll put lands in a pile because some lands are just special. Special. So that was an Evolving Wilds. Here we go. We got this dude. Your temple is under attack. You can choose one. Creatures control indestructible until end of turn, or strike a deal. You and target opponent each draw 2 cards. So that's not too bad. Maybe we'll keep that. Madman coming. When Treasure Keeper dies, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card with mana value 3 or less. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put all revealed cards not cast this way in the bottom of your library in a random order. That's not too bad. Alright. When banishment enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent an opponent controls and all other non-land permanents your opponents control with the same name as that permanent until banishment. That's not a commander card. Yeah, Clockwork Fox, definitely. Battlefield, gain 2 life, destroy enchantment, exile target card from graveyard. That's kind of cool. Maybe I'll use that. Myriad. Whenever this creature attacks, each opponent other than defending player may create a token that's a copy of this creature that's tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. Exile the tokens at the end of combat. That's expensive. When Roving Harper enters the battlefield, draw a card. Yes, draw cards. Draw engine. Each opponent draws a card, then you draw a card for each opponent who drew a card this way. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. Whenever Rasad Ian Bashir attacks, if you have the initiative, double the toughness of each creature you control until end of turn. Choose a background. You can have a background as a second commander. Each creature you control assigns combat damage equal to its toughness rather than its power. That's just grotesque. That sounds fun too. Alright. No, it's kind of expensive. We're trying to stay on the lighter side of things. You have to attack for 3 coins in it, remove a coin counter, create a treasure token. That's just extra. Why? Oh, and this creature gets to stay. Yeah, we'll do that. There's a legendary background. Commander creatures you own have, whenever this creature attacks, it gains double strike until end of turn. Yeah, we'll be putting that in there. Give Guile double strike. I'm not 100% sure how that works. Alright. Steadfast Unicorn. Creatures you control get +1/+1 and gain vigilance until end of turn. Activate only during your turn. Yeah, that's legit. That's a beast. So I'm just coming across really good cards. Spell costs 1 less to cast for each opponent you're attacking. Exile target creature. No. Oh, it's just the white one. Or just the alternate artwork. Other creatures you control with O1. Okay. Other creatures you control with flying get plus. Okay, we're not gonna. We might do that one. We might do. Alright, so now a big pile of yeses. Now see, here's one thing that's odd, and that's gonna be weird, is this is all basically a big giant pile of yeses already, in a certain way. But we're gonna go through and find the ones that are has to be's. Um, Alright, so here is the premise of my deck. So these cards have things on them called proliferate. Choose any number of permanents and or players, then give each another a counter of a kind already there. So that's what I'm really working for. I have a set of those that are going to be in here. Let's see. So this card, this card. Um, so these ones. Like, see, I really haven't found very many. So these proliferate cards, there aren't very many of them. So I got 3 here. Those are all going to be going in here. I've only got like 5 cards that actually state proliferate. So that goes. So that's what it looks like now. Untap 2 target permanents. Activate only as a sorcery, only once each turn. Oh, I can read. You. When Juvenile Mist Dragon enters the battlefield, for each opponent, tap up to 1 target creature that player controls. Each of those creatures don't untap during its controller's next untap. So it's cool, but it costs a lot. And see, I've got to narrow this down a lot still. So that's why it's also okay that it's a giant pile of cards. Now we're actually going to be into the big boy cards, because this is a deck that was already built that I'm going to be tearing apart for some of these really good cards. Like Victory's Envoy. We will definitely be putting that in there. Lands, yeah, we'll work on those. I don't have green. Creatures I control have flying, can't lose flying? Yes, please. That's the beginning of your end step. No, it's green. Okay, red, a dragon. We'll use that. Planeswalker to add to the deck. Alright. Oh, my wife wants to talk to me. Haha. Maybe I'll just send her. I'll just send her a link. See if she answers it. See if she answers. Alright, so I got this card. This card looks good, looks helpful. Each creature with a 1/1 counter has add a mana. That's pretty cool. Return enchantments if it attacks. Land. 1/1 counter for each creature you control, or gets 1/1 for each creature you control. Creatures, non-basic lands your opponents control enter the battlefield. Oh, that dragon definitely has to go. My creatures get flying, your creatures can't have flying. Land, when it enters the battlefield, gain 2 life, draw 2 cards. Gives creature land walk. Another land. Can't use that. Warped landscape. We'll be able to use that. That's cool. But I don't have green. Once again, I'm limited by what I have, so I can't use greens. For 1/1 counter enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has flying. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may return poison lightning. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. That's a great card. He's cool, but he's just not going to help. Okay, the rest doesn't help. we got another pile to look through, but here's a bunch of more promising cards. Join me. Don't hate on me for the proxies. I actually own the card. My playgroup says if we actually own one copy, we can make a proxy for another deck. Draw a card. Copy target instant or sorcery spell you control with converted mana cost X. And choose new targets for the copy. I actually like that. Much red and blue. Turn a creature you control to its owner's hand, then destroy all creatures. It's a good board wipe. Alright. Let's see. Arcanus, the Omnipotent. He draws 3 cards. Yes. Yes. Can't play with. Don't see why you can't have a trump card. Trying. I send it again. Don't have that color. Oh, red, white, blue. We'll just go ahead and do that. Planeswalker. Artifact, instant, and sorcery spells your opponent's cast cost 1 more to cast. Hi, baby. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm all right. I have the option to turn off your camera, but we can still hear your voice.
Okay.
Okay. So what's
You
up?
might want to mute me if you can for a minute. I got to move Rex around.
I'll just turn you down a little bit.
All right.
Enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has lifelink, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Yes, please. Can't play, can't play, can't play. Draw 3 cards, discard unless you discard an enchantment. That's whack. I am just going through and finishing out that deck Craig gave us that card for to build.
Oh, okay.
So, Guile, the Sonic Soldier, red, white, and blue. He's a 4/4 legendary creature, human soldier. Enters the battlefield or attacks, put a charge counter on him or remove one from him. When you remove a charge counter this way, choose one. Sonic Boom. Guile. Sonic Soldier deals 4 damage to any target. Flash Kick. Sonic Soldier gains lifelink and indestructible until end of turn. So that is what I am building. The concept behind the deck is going to have to be just playing around with a little bit of counters and proliferate to get his counters on him to build up a little faster. But I only have 5 cards with the ability to proliferate in it. So that's what I'm gonna have to look up still to see if there's any other cards. Because that's all I was able to find in our cards that we had.
Okay.
So, and the color scheme red, white, blue, ha ha ha, America. So, there is a set that, there is a red, white, blue pattern set for Magic, so it's cool. It works out pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah, so we are streaming on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, but we're not
Okay.
streaming on. We're only streaming on my stuff because this is a show. It's not Gundam related or anything, but it's still a show that I plan on doing more often, and I have plan on getting Craig in here too. So that's what I plan on doing with that. And with Craig can
Okay.
just like set up and show us, show us your combos, Craig. Show us your combos. You know what I mean? So,
That'd be pretty cool.
yeah. So yeah.
Craig's got some combos that kick our ass.
Right, right.
Kick our butt. I'm sorry.
Oh, you can swear. It's okay. Um,
Been at work for 12 and a half hours. I'm pretty done with people right now.
I'm so sorry. How much
It's
longer
okay.
are you gonna be there?
At least a few more hours.
That's bogus.
Yeah.
But I understand. All right, crew. I'm gonna go ahead and sign out for the night. This has been Web C, and this was the Thursday night.